Hi legends, today I'm going to share a potential bullish scenario that's going to leave a lot of traders surprised. Let's go through that scenario and analyze the price of Bitcoin here together. Remember, my favorite exchange that I use to do most of my trading at the moment is Bluffin. Link down in the description. As you can see right here, second link down in the description, Bluffin 80k bonus, and depending on how much you deposit and trade, the money gets airdropped into your account. Go down, sign up, come trade with me. Let's go analyze the price of Bitcoin together. Right, legends, looking at the price of Bitcoin over here, when I take a fixed range volume profile from this consolidation area that we are still currently in, and I just drag it here to the end, you can see where we are currently struggling to break through. It's offering that wall of resistance, okay? Perhaps before that pump that we had here to the upside, you can see that it's offering resistance here, kind of like hitting a brick wall. So we have to successfully break inside of this value area high for us to have a chance to go and tap the point of control at $66,800 and the top of the range yet again at $70,000. Let's go and analyze the price action in the smaller time frames. Right, legends, looking at the price here on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that we have broken a diagonal trend here to the upside. And there's still a bearish case scenario where people are calling for much lower levels. But what if this is the low for now? Okay, let's go and analyze this price structure to see that, well, can we perhaps still expect upwards momentum here? When I zoom into the price action on the 1 hour time frame and I go and switch on my daily analysis, I know it looks a little bit messy over here and I can just clean some of it up. The one thing that I want to point out is to say that, well, we're kind of looking here for either an ABC or a 1, 2, 3 here to the upside. And what is concerning about the structure is that when I take a fib based extension from the low to the highs, to the low over here, okay, you can see that a minimum target, usually for a 1, 2, 3 or ABC here to the upside, is the 1-to-1 ratio, where we have a big box of resistance together with this consolidation area over here. There's a daily level and a naked point of control. When I switch on my daily levels, you can see there's a daily level and there's a point of control inside of this box that's going to react as massive resistance. Okay, and now it looks like we've front running this idea for us to come and tap this level and perhaps have a deeper correction here to the downside. But this is still an interesting area to see that how price is going to react when and if we do get to these higher levels at $64,000, 250 give or take. Okay, now I want to zoom into this price action over here. So let's go here onto the 15-minute time frame and just look at this structure in a little bit more detail. Okay, so when I look at the structure and you're potentially counting it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it's still busy with the fourth wave, where this is a 1, 2, 3, still busy with the fourth wave, and we could still see the price of Bitcoin coming to claim this high and reject in this area. So this is definitely an area that I will be watching from a shorting perspective. Massive wall of resistance. How are we going to react where we could find downwards momentum again? Also, when I take a fib extension from the high to the low to the high over here, this could potentially also be an A, B, C here to the downside, of which now we have hit the 1-to-1 extension for a C wave target, and we currently still have acceptance back above this low over here. So for now, this was potentially a sweep of the lows. You get acceptance back above, swing failure pattern, and then I will just be keeping an eye on this trend over here to see, do we break this trend successfully for retest and continuation here to the upside. Also, another level that I want to point out, legends, is if I take a normal fib here from the low to the highs that we've made, you can see, and I know it looks a little bit messy, okay, let me just zoom in so we can see all the levels clearly. There's also another scenario which I refer to as my range high and my range low scenario. So this little pivot has already been tapped, okay, and we tapped it over here, and from a range high or a range low strategy perspective, you really want to see price move away and not tap it again for bullish momentum to continue to the upside. But now we have tapped it for a second time, so there is still that possibility, because we've tapped this range low here for the second time, we could potentially come down and fill this entire gap up until $61,900 in confluence with the trend over here, this trend that I've just been tracking the momentum here to the upside, and also the 0.618 level over here. Okay, bouncing on the diagonal trend, tap the 0.618, where we could potentially get another bounce and then break the trend for continuation here to the upside. Okay, let me just clean the charts up here quick. Right, legends, another scenario I would like to highlight over here is that when I go back onto the 1 hour time frame from a massive bullish scenario, okay, when I look at this structure over here, and there is a possibility for the scenario to play out. It doesn't have a high probability, but a probability nonetheless. I just want to point it out because we could be getting massive bullish momentum here to the upside, unexpected, which no one potentially is expecting. And this scenario that I'm watching over here is this scenario over here, legends. Okay, what makes this scenario so interesting to me is the fact that when I take a fib from the low to the high, a fib extension, you can see that we have not tapped the 1-to-1 ratio. And usually what you want to see is if this is a 1, 2, 3 or an A, B, C here to the upside, the minimum target for at least a C wave, and a third wave can go up here to the 1.618, is to tap the 1-to-1 ratio over here, which we have not done at the moment. So this could be a contracting leading diagonal where we could be building a double 1-2 combo. And as you can see over here, these scenarios can be very explosive to the upside, where you're basically forming a 1, 2, 1, 2, okay, bounce on that trend, that 618 level that I've just pointed out, and you can have an explosive third wave here to the upside, and a 4 and a 5 for continuation here to the upside. So this scenario definitely still valid, and definitely something that I will keep an eye on, is because I know a lot of Elliott wave traders out there will say that, well, when you take a fib here from these lows, okay, to the highs that we've made, as soon as we tap the 0.618, it invalidates a fourth wave, and we could be finding downwards momentum to the downside. Yes, definitely a possibility. So we want to hold this trend. Okay, we really want to hold the 618 level over here. We can go as deep as the 786 for that potential scenario to play out, where this is a 1, 2, 1, 2 and a massive explosive wave here to the upside to complete your third wave, and then a final fifth wave to complete the impulsive structure here to the upside. So I just quickly wanted to highlight this scenario to say that definitely a possibility, and it does look good because you have a contracting diagonal where your second wave 1, 2 is smaller than your first 1, 2, and that is what is so nice about this scenario, is that the second wave 1 is smaller than the first wave 1, which gives this scenario a little bit more credibility, and this is typically what you want to see. Okay, from a double 1-2 combo here to the upside, you want to see the second 1-2 being smaller than the first 1-2. So I'm not writing off the scenario that if we do come down to the 0.618, that we could potentially be forming a massive explosive third wave here to the upside. Okay, if we do find strength from where we are right now, then perhaps this is a 1, 2, 3, okay, we complete this wave over here, and then that decreases the probabilities of this double 1-2 combo playing out over here. Thanks for watching this update, legends. Like I've pointed out, there are all different scenarios, and it's about observing the price reaction when we hit each level, and then enter a trade with good risk management and never more than what you can afford to lose. If you have not watched my bluffing tutorial, go check out this video right now that goes through copy trading, futures trading, spot trading, and how to use the exchange. And until the next one, cheers for now.